Yo, what is good, guys? Welcome back for another video. And today I'm going to be sharing with you my trendline trading strategy and also how I use it with liquidity and also market structure. So today we are going to be talking about three things: the trendline strategy with liquidity and market structure. This strategy has helped me pass two plus funded accounts this year. I've gotten several payouts just by trading this trendline strategy, right? So this video is actually going to help a lot of people that think trend lines are actually working. I know you have your own strategy you're trading, but don't overlook trend lines. You can, even though you don't use it as your major setup, that trend line, whatever you're trading, I still that trend line can be a confluence that adds to your confidence. Stop overlooking trend lines. Watch this video, see what I'm talking about. If you like content like this about trading, make sure you like this video, hit the subscribe button, join the family. Also join my free Telegram channel. The link will be in the description, and let us get into the chat and let me show you what I'm talking about. You get me? So this is good, and we are on the 15 minutes time frame, right? So this is gold, and we are on the 15 minutes time frame. Rain is about to fall, so they disturb my audio. Alright guys, so let us look at this trend line trade I took, I think last week on gold, and let us break it down. Okay, so I don't know why is that thing there. It's not supposed to be there. Okay, so first of all, why do you want to sell gold? Why do you want to sell gold? You can see I've already marked out some things on my chart, and we are going to get to that. You can see gold is clearly bullish. So this was actually a counter trend trade, just like this one right here. So that's why if you notice I'm not aiming too much, because gold is bullish. So you are trying to sell counter trend. Yeah, you're not supposed to aim too much in trades like this. This trade, man. Okay, so firstly, what do we see? Let me bring out my part so you can see gold is moving in a mini downtrend. That is, there's a downtrend inside the main trend, which is an uptrend. We know that the main trend is up, but we have been able to spot downward movement. So you guys can see what I'm marking out: lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Yes. So you can clearly see like there's a mini downtrend inside the main trend. So that's even why I was able to catch this trade right here. This trade I'm pointing at, because I identified the mini trend, which was a downtrend inside the overall trend, which is an uptrend, right? So if you can see, let me zoom in a little bit. If you can see, gold came here, it has been making lower highs. This is the last lower low, lower high, and if you notice, the lower high never breaks the previous lower high. But what happens here? We make a lower high, price can't even make a lower low. You can see price reach this point, could not break this low. So that's showing something. Watched out, and you can see price broke out from this high. That's what we call a change of character. We are no more seeing lower lows, lower high. Now we are seeing higher highs, higher low, and that price came here again. A higher low, no more a lower low. It broke the low. Now that is what we call a break of structure. You now know, okay, there's a little bit of uptrend momentum, and I'm not looking to buy. The whole point of watching out is simply to understand the market structure. And let me bring out my part 2. I can see what's going to happen. You can see gold keeps making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. But then what happens? Price fails to break this high. Instead, it makes a lower high, then it makes a lower low. I didn't even mark this out. So now we have, let me delete this. So now we have a break of structure to the downside, meaning what? We can actually catch a good sell trade right now. That's exactly what helped us catch this first sell trade. I was seeing down one trade inside the overall, which is a buy. So now the same thing happened. I saw price break to the downside, and now I want to try and catch a good selling opportunity. So I want to try and catch a good selling opportunity. So price left this high here as inducement. What is inducement? Inducement simply is a trap for traders that most likely not patient to wait for the good move. Let me explain now. So if you can see, this now was an order block. You can see right here, that's an order block, and a lot of people want to sell from here, right? Because they are seeing the bigger shot, they want to sell from here. What happens? Price kicks them out, goes to the trend line, uses the trend line as the point of interest and sells. And if you can see, there was also an order block there sell, that if you were patient enough, you would have waited for, and you can see this other block actually held, right? That other block actually held. So now I've explained two things. I've explained market structure. I've also explained liquidity, how I use it in this trade. There was inducement there, a trap. That other block is a trap to the real traders, see, take them out, then use them as liquidity for the market to move. So that's basically it. And as usual, as you know, the trend line always a third touch, always a third touch. You can see the fourth one getting invalidated. So that's basically the brief explanation of this trend line using liquidity and also market structure. If there's anything you guys don't understand, do well to leave it in the comments, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you found this helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next video.